Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I'm spiritual medium Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything, spiritual or psychological. Well, let me say hi to some people here. Hi, Sue Clifford from San Antonio. Yay. Hi, Joan from Virginia. Hi, Sarah Stone. She says, hi, Kellee. I hope you have some good news tonight. Well, I'm going to try to put a positive spin on everything. With all the shootings going on, it makes things very uneasy from day to day. Yes, it actually does, Sarah. I think everybody has been deeply concerned and anxious and feeling this uneasiness for the last couple of weeks, probably. So we'll talk about that astrologically, but you're not alone with that, okay? A lot of people. Hi, Linda Kay from Northeast Oklahoma. Hi, Linda Kay. Hi, Steve Kanicki. Hi, Tracy. Oh, so sweet. Hi, Karen. Hi, Lee. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Kathleen. Hi, Lori. Are you out from school, Lori Young? Hi, Julie. Hi, Marge. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, I just love to say hi to everybody. Hi, Jason John. How are you? So, hi, Arlene. Here we go. Hi, Laura. Hi, Renee. Hi, Gina Marie. Hi, Judy Freeman. How are you, Judy? I miss you, honey. So things are good in my world, Carol. Thank you for asking. Yes, they are. It has been a busy time beyond. Jason, you moved from Southern California to New York State. Congratulations, honey. That's great. Hi, Isabella. Hi, everybody. Oh, from Ontario. Hi, Ontario, Canada. Hi there, Marcella. Hi, Tara Ann. Hi, Lori from Florida. Okay, well, let's tell me something good. Hi, Renee Martinez. We'll talk about something good. But before, I do have something good. I have a few things that are good to talk about. The first thing is, if you've never seen a medium work, it might be really fun for you guys to see this. But on Saturday, well, first of all, let me just say, James Van Prague is doing a big event tomorrow night, Friday night. And he's going to be doing readings. And you can go to his website, and we'll post it too here. If you would love to see James' work and hopefully get a reading, it's really fun to do. And that's Friday night. And then Saturday, James and I also will be working, doing an event for a lovely woman whose name is Allison Gannon. And Allison is a wonderful medium and a supporter of mediums for many, many years. And Allison has cancer. And so we are donating our time, and every penny goes, if you sign up for this, every penny goes to her cancer treatment. And that's going to be on Saturday morning. And there are going to be 5 mediums that are going to be working. So Renee, can you post that? Yeah, it's Love from Above, a special event of mediumship messages. So James and I are going to be there. Cheryl Murphy, who I've met a couple of times, a wonderful medium. I can't remember if I met Luann Beecher, but I know if you're here, I know you guys are going to be really good mediums. And then Kelly Eckhart, who I know is a good medium. And it all goes to benefit Allison Gannon, who's just this lovely soul. And that's going to be Saturday morning. I think it's 3 hours. I think James and I are going to be doing readings for an hour and a half. And it begins at 9 in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So if you can join us, we would absolutely love that. And it's going to be fun. James and I are going to be doing double links, and it's just so much fun. So anyway, we're going to be there. That's on Saturday. So I just wanted to tell everybody about that. Oh, Judy Freeman, school's out for the summer. Yay. And I love that song. School's out for the summer. Love that song. Anyway, Jason John says, Kellee, have I ever gone to Lilydale outside of Buffalo as a guest medium? No, I have not. Thanks for asking, Jason. I know a lot of people that have, but I have never done that. I think when we had talked about doing this, I was going to go with James, but then COVID came up, so we couldn't do that. So anyway, I thought I'd start with some astrology here, because there's a lot going on with astrology, as you can imagine. And I just recently posted, I think we posted it yesterday, or was it today? Days are going by fast. Maybe it was today we posted it. The June astrology, the June of 2022 astrology. So I thought I would talk about some of the highlights, but also where we are today with everything. And as you know, this has been a rough couple of weeks, a rough period. It's just been a rough time. And tomorrow on June 3rd, tomorrow's a very, I'm going to say, unpredictable, kind of an intense day for a lot of reasons. So first, let's talk about Mercury, which has been in retrograde in Taurus. Tomorrow, it goes direct. Now, Mercury doesn't just go, whoop, here I am, I'm direct now. It doesn't work that way. It's going to take about probably 2 weeks to get to its full energy. So probably around, I don't know, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, around that, where it's fully in its power, that for Mercury. But so tomorrow it begins to station direct. And so tomorrow would not be a day to either, to sign a contract either. I would still wait a few more days before I really stepped into something new. But tomorrow isn't just Mercury going direct. Tomorrow, when Mercury goes direct, when it begins that process of going direct, it's still in the shadow. Saturn, Mercury squares Saturn in Aquarius. And Mercury squaring Saturn makes things very intense because Saturn is the stern planet. Saturn is karma. Saturn is the parent, the parental energy. It's very intense. It means like responsibility, and it's just intense. So when Mercury squares it tomorrow, that's going to be what I would call a much more intense day. But it's more than that, because at the same time, Mercury is conjunct the unfortunate, we call it, fixed star Agul. And you might think, what in the world is this? Agul, the fixed star Agul is the head of Medusa. It's a very intense intense star, and it brings sadness actually to the planet. So tomorrow can be I hope I'm wrong, but it could be a pretty rough day tomorrow. Could be wrong, but I don't know. It's kind of not the best day tomorrow. And it also brings spiritual, the day actually is an Ace of Spades day. So it means to bring opening up spiritually, deeply spiritual information would come out tomorrow. It's a special day, but it's kind of intense. But anyway, then on June 5th, Saturn, so we're just talking about Saturn, which is the planet of responsibility, karma, health, work. It goes retrograde in Aquarius, and Aquarius is humanity. So when Saturn goes retrograde, it goes retrograde until October 23rd. So when Saturn goes retrograde, it will bring back things for us to deal with. So Saturn is neither good nor bad. It just keeps us on our path. It's like, oh, but I don't want to be on that path. Oh, yes, you did. It's what you signed up for. And it moves you to where you're supposed to be. So when it goes retrograde, this is its job. And this particular one is about, I'm going to say, to make better health habits. So if you had some sort of an addiction, this would be a time where you would be looking at the addiction, whether it's alcohol, drugs, whatever it happens to be, food, could be anything, or some sort of health. This time would bring you a better chance of using self-control. So this begins on June 5th, and this goes all the way till October 3rd. So that I think that Saturn retrograde, it rules over karma. So it will keep us in line with what we are here to do. Okay. And so I think I'll just start with those things. So, and then we've got a lot going on too. We've got a super full moon on June 14th. And believe it or not, even though I'm saying these things are kind of intense the next few days, this is a better month. June is a better month than some of the other ones have been. And having said that, I think July is kind of not so easy, and August certainly not so easy. So I think if you're going to travel, this would be the time to do it, frankly. So it's just get in touch with your higher self and remind yourself that you are a soul here who comes to this earth school to learn an awful lot. Okay, this is why you're here. This is why you're here at this period of time. You're here to wake up. So our roles here, I always feel like my role is to wake people up, to remember that they're a soul here, having um, an experience. Oh, January says she's distracted by my necklace. Thank you. I got this when I was with James actually in Rome. I just thought it was so pretty. I just loved it. Hi, Holly from Las Vegas. Oh, Susan B says, I like your explanations. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's a lot to wrap your head around, Susie. That's correct. That's very true. Amy Augustine said that there was a shooting in her town yesterday. I'm so sorry. It is very scary. It is intense. I mean, we can't get around that, can we? We just can't. Be as conscious as you can, be as kind as you can. I mean, it's just the way we need to be. Gail says, what do you suggest to people who change jobs during the retrograde? Well, here's the thing, Gail. It might be the best thing ever. It might be an old job that comes back to you. It might have just been time. And so Mercury retrograde brings us back to get us also back to where we need to be. So it can work. It can absolutely work. A Mercury retrograde always kind of brings us back. I know a lot of people right now that are changing jobs, like companies that are just closing, leaving people. And then when this happens, it throws us initially into a chaos. And then what happens is you'll see later, it's actually for the best for everything. It will, whenever there's a change, it's often all the time really for the best. So you just have to remember that. Okay. Jamie Fletzer, truly inspiring. She says, someone is impersonating me on Instagram. She goes by Paula. I knew it wasn't you. You look very pretty today. Thank you. Oh, well, whoever this Paula is, get out. I have been hit with so many every day. I keep getting spammed and hacked and all kinds of things. And my poor assistant Carissa, she's really trying to constantly block them and report them. So if you see that, please report it. I'll never ever come after you for money, ever. I'll never say, oh, would you like a reading? It's just not what I would ever in a million years do. Everything I do is on my website. So you'd have to go to my website, and that's how things are done. So, but thanks for mentioning that. I appreciate that. Lawstone says, we have so many electrical issues at work. Something is always going down. I believe it, Lowstone. I believe that. There's a lot, especially when Mercury retrograde, and then it's starting tomorrow it'll be moving, but not really by much. And really things won't be, I would say, back to somewhat more normal with Mercury retrograde for at least another 7 days, at least. So I thought what I would do too is I've got a lot of questions that I'm going to answer as many questions as I can. And I'm going to start with this one, Jenny Porter. So Jenny, if you're listening, I know you said you'd like a mini reading and your birthday is February 1st. So anybody who was born on January 3rd or February 1st, if you know anybody, January 3rd or February 1st, it's a really important date because it's such a rare date. It's a Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades. So Jenny, what you come in to do is have a spiritual awakening in this lifetime. So anybody, again, January 3rd or February 1st, it's so deep. It's all about spirituality, getting, it's just all about, I can't even say enough about that. You would definitely come in, honey, to learn everything that you can. We call it the secrets to the universe. Sacrifice would be involved. It would be all about depth. You would have a lot of depth. You'd be here to help people, help others, and yourself as you grow deeply spiritual. So I hope that helps when I mention that. It's a very important and powerful date. Okay. It's an old soul one. So Christy Oucher, she says, hi, Kelly, my husband's birthday is 7/25. So July 25th. And that makes him did I read that right? 7/25. Yeah. 7/25, a 3 of clubs. So I'm going to talk about that in a minute. So she says he's having a lot of health issues. And I'm wondering if it's repressed grief from our daughter's passing. Yes. Of course, that's what it is. Definitely repressed grief. So when you lose a child, you lose anybody, but when you lose a child, it's hard to even have get the emotions out. Especially a lot of men really kind of hold on to the pain. And so I would say the health issues absolutely would be repressed grief. And I'm glad that you said that. So let's get him a card from your beloved daughter, okay? Because I know she wouldn't want him to have health issues. And I have chills as I say that. So let's just a card from your daughter. She says, make sure he knows I am just a thought away. I am just a thought away. Okay, Christy, that's for your husband. Okay. I'll tell you what would be good for him, Christy, would be to have and I don't know if he would be willing to do this, but a therapy session with a somatic experience therapist, because somatic is of the body and they're trained to help with traumas or working with a grief counselor, which is really great. And I'll tell you, if you've never been to David Kessler's site, grief.com is wonderful. I think the work that he does is just spectacular. So I would really think it would be a good thing. So Tracy Hilder, she said, it's my son's birthday today on June 2nd. He has a new job and is moving home to Minnesota. Any insight? So tell him congratulations. I think that's great and good for you. He's moving back home or moving home to Minnesota. I think that's fantastic. So June 2nd is a 2 of spades. So they come in for partnership. They come in for success. They often have a very specific voice. I always want to say they'd make a good radio person when they come in. But his birthday is still at Mercury retrograde and right when all of these changes are starting to happen. So I'll say this for him. It's a big year for him. Let's just say that. It's a big year. So Lori DeSanto Oliver, she says, and your birthday is March 25th. So March 25th. Okay, so March 25th is a Jack of Clubs, which we'll talk about in a second. And you're having difficulty healing and making peace with who I am. Thank you. You are. I wonder why you're having trouble making peace with who you are. So you're Jack of Clubs. Jack of Clubs has, they often sacrifice a lot. A female Jack of Clubs, they often sacrifice. I don't know why you would be having trouble with healing, but I'll say this: if you need some help, I would get a good therapist. You'll hear me saying that a lot especially the way the world is right now, but a somatic experience or traumahealing.org, traumahealing.org would really be helpful. Jack of Clubs can learn anything. They're really, really bright, Lori. You can do it. You can do it. And by the way, with this Saturn retrograde that's coming up, it will bring us all back to doing some form of healing on ourselves. It just will. Okay, it just will. Patty Campbell, on your 11/14th, you'd love a mini reading, feeling uncomfortable about a few things. All right, Patty. Well, 11/14 is a 6 of clubs. 6 of clubs, I wish I could say you can control the world, but you can't. And I know you're probably, if you can let go of that feeling of control, you're going to be just fine. Things actually work out. Okay. Let's just keep everybody here feeling good about things. Things work out. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Robin Kane Kirby, my birthday is coming up on June 17th. And I came in right as you mentioned that date. So June 17th, but I missed it. Well, on June 14th, I didn't get to the 17th, but on June 14th, we have a big full moon. They call it the strawberry moon. I love strawberries. And I have a strawberry problem. That's an addiction. Okay, so June 17th. So, okay, Robin, June 17 is a King of Clubs. Wow. So King of Clubs, a female with a male brain. King of Clubs, they can do anything. They're the smartest in the room. It's true. They're the most insightful. They know, they're so psychic. I'm sure you are a psychic. That's probably what you do. So, and I think it's going to be a good year for you. Lori says, hi, Lori Young. She says, my goal is to combine somatic therapy and IFS, which is family systems. And I think it's great, Lori, that you're going to do that. And if I were going back to grad school now, I would be doing the same thing. I think that would be super, super, super to do. So, okay, Karen Demo, Kellee, urgent reading, please. Will I be in the inheritance when my stepmom dies on July? Your birthday is July 27th. So let me just I don't know if I can answer that. Ace of Clubs. Ace of Clubs does worry. I'm spiritually awake and know what truly is happening in our world. My family works against me right now. Will I be in the will equally? Should I allow my ex-husband I left a year ago to help me in any way? I do have trauma and I should stay away from them all. I think you do have trauma, Kim or Karen. And let me get you a card from your guides, okay? Because this whole thing I'd have to be really looking at your chart and kind of seeing it from that perspective. So that would probably be a reading. I mean, it's such an intense question. I think I'd have to do a reading on that. But let's get you a card from your spirit guides. And these cards are messages from our guides. See, here's what I would say too. An Ace of Clubs comes to experience new growth constantly. What I found the most about Ace of Clubs is they always seem to be in a screwed up family. I don't know why that is. It just seems like that's part of the process of their learning. So whatever you're learning from this, I just feel like I think it's going to be okay for you. I think it is. But here, let me get you a card, Karen, okay? Ask for guidance. Well, you did. You have some very funny guides. You did ask for guidance. Again, that's something that's probably a full session reading just for right there. I do think you get something, honey, from that. It's hard, isn't it? It's a hard thing. But yes, I should have left my ex-husband a long time ago. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Bonnie Huffs Kemper. I would love a card if you're drawn 11-5. So let's give you a card from your guides too. How's that? So 11-5, November 5th, is a 2 of diamonds. Oh, I love 2 of diamonds. So 2 of diamonds comes for partnership, really creative people. Oh my gosh, every 2 of diamonds I ever knew was so creative. You always have to watch negativity going down a path. So this is a card from your guides. So let's see. Ooh, like attracts like. So if you put yourself with good people, you'll attract good people. Okay? Think like that. Okay? Think like that. Here we go. Valessa Blesava. Any messages for me? And you are 8/20, August 20th. So August 20th again is a 6 of clubs. Let's get a message from your guides, okay? Let's get a message from you for your guides. Okay, here's a great message for you. And this goes along with the 6 of clubs. Set your intentions. What happens with the 6 of clubs is they kind of sometimes on occasion will let things just kind of go by where you really do have to set your intentions and focus. I'll say something positive about this energy. It is about setting your intentions and focusing. All of us can get through everything if we set our intentions and go for it. And lean in as opposed to, being afraid. Lean in. We're getting this opportunity during all of the crisis here that we're having. It's an opportunity to be able to react in a different way, maybe, or let go of any fear or any of that. We're being pushed, right? I mean, we're being pushed into something for sure. So anyway, I did want, here's another one. Angie Moore Copes. She says, my birthday is August 15th. So August 15th, Angie, if you're listening, is July. Another Jack of Clubs. Interesting. Jack of Clubs females have a brain that goes constantly is on. They're very, very psychic. So I know that you're very psychic, Angie. And there's nothing that you cannot figure out. So she says her dad is now in hospice this week. I'm sorry, honey. That's a hard one. She says, I've been seeing angel numbers every day. Great. Different ones, including 11, 111, 211, 311, 411. And I have found many quarters and feathers over the past couple of months. So I know my angels and guides are with me. It's just going to be rough. Yes, it is. It is rough. And yes, they are with you. And just know how loved you are. And here's an Interesting card from your guides. Understand your body. So I'm not sure exactly what that means, but understand your body. So maybe it's something that you want to look forward or look through and look into your body as you go through this crisis that you're going through, because that could be it. So hi, Nikki Diana, September 12th. I know you're a Virgo with a Gemini moon. I've been manifesting things. I can feel big blessings coming to me, but nothing has changed yet. Nikki, absolutely big things are coming for you. You're a wonderful gifted medium, because you're also a Queen of Clubs. Always brings great gifts in, and great sensitivities. I would say, let's get a card from your guides, Nikki. And this is trust your intuition. There you go. It's perfect. Trust your intuition. You're going to be just fine, Nikki. Okay. I know you're going to be just fine. So, okay. There's a lot going on, right? Hi, everybody. Okay. Danielle Crystal. I love your name, Danielle Crystal. Hi, Kelly. Info for 12/16. Yes. So December 16th is a 2 of clubs. We call that the friendship club, the friendship card, 2 of clubs. They want to partner. They want to have friendship conversations are really important. But one thing that I can say for sure about a 2 of clubs is they're here to overcome fear. So whatever your fear is, honey, know that fear is an illusion and you work through it. And fear is like a muscle. Once you start seeing it, I mean, I'll tell you what, guys, this is so silly, but it's kind of true. Lately, I just started watching Stranger Things. Now, I usually don't like to watch things that scare me or any of that, because I just never did. Anyway, it's not because I want to be scared. That's why I'm watching this show. But I'm watching it with the feel of it is, it's just so ridiculous. And I swear it is helping me. It helps me a lot with that fear is an illusion thing. I look at this, I go, oh, this is the dumbest thing ever. But then I can't stop watching it. Anyway, if anybody's watched that show, it is something. It's something really bizarre, but I'm getting a kick out of it. Okay, Jeanette Ramirez. Hi, Kelly. There's this guy at work who feels like my twin flame. Anything that you can say about this connection, pretty please. Well, Jeanette, are you just attracted to him? Often, there's a whole theory about twin flames, that, it's your other half. I think it's a kind of a rare occurrence. Usually a twin flame, for what I understand, I'm not an expert in twin flames, but that one half stays on the other side and one half is here, but every once in a while you see them together. It may be, honey, that it's just a karmic thing. Could it be a twin flame, or could it be just a soulmate connection? Sometimes I call them cellmates. But so anyway, so just pay attention to that. Take the rose-colored glasses off, set them aside, and then really, do some work and think. Okay? I always say that to everybody, though. I really, really do. Okay. Hi, Harriet Bender. Love a card for me, 9/15. My children have health issue and a grandson passed. First of all, I'm so sorry, Harriet. Oh, my gosh. Ugh, that's a tough one. That's such a tough one. So I'm going to get a card from your grandson, okay? And I have chills around me in just a second. But I want to address, your birthday is 9/15, which is a 9 of clubs. So Harriet, 9 of clubs, all nines, you'll hear me say this about nines, come to complete something. They come to complete a mission here. And nines have a very difficult, challenging life path that would have endings. So I am sorry about that. They're also, your 9 of clubs are, especially the September 9 of clubs, are really amazing healers themselves. So let's get a card from I have James's card. It's talking to heaven. So let's get a card from your grandson, okay? He says, I send you loving signs through nature. Okay, that's for you, Harriet. Okay, I know he's around, and I know he doesn't want you to worry. I keep hearing that. Hi, Lords. I love that name, Lords Solar. She says 3/16. I have 3 new bosses. What's in store for me at work? What do I need to watch out for? Oh, man. Well, 3s can triangulate. So you kind of want to watch that. 3/16, March 16th is a 7 of diamonds. And there's nothing you can't handle. Seven of Diamonds can handle everything. They come in actually to have success. I would say just use your true intuition, okay? And don't get caught up in any stories. Okay, hi. That's what I would say. Okay, Peggy Clancy Everham. Hi, Kelly. I'm wondering if I could get a card. Getting some tough energy from my son. So you are August 1st. August 1st is a Queen of Diamonds. Okay, here's my thing. What I always tell anybody that's a queen, or especially Queen of Diamonds, the children, our kids, they're here to have their own lives. And so it's a hard concept for some people, but you have to kind of let them go on the roller coaster as you're observing. Don't get pulled into it. Okay. So if you're getting tough energy from your son, pull back. It's okay. Doesn't mean you don't love him. It's he's having his own experience. Okay. That's a tough one for all queens, by the way, all mothers, frankly. And you're August. So that's a big one. So let's get a sign from here. You go. Let me get you a card. Abundance is your right. So why don't you spend some time on you? Okay, Peggy, spend some time on you. What is good for you? Okay, it's putting too much energy into your son at this moment. Okay, I hope that helps. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So everybody, so join us. Oh, we have a great video. First, let me just say this. Prajna and I are so excited because our first event is a week from this Saturday on June 1st. I'm sorry, June 1st, June 11th. It's going to be so exciting. It's Lemuria and Atlantis, and it's a 3-part event. And the first one is on June 11th, and the second part is July 23rd, and the third part is September 10th. Thank you, Renee, for putting that up. But we have a wonderful video. Well, it's a little tiny video, but it's really fun to watch. And so, Renee, if you could put that up there for everybody, this is going to be a fun thing to see. So this is what we're going to be talking about. As we're going to be talking about what it was like. The first event is going to be, what was Atlantis like? What was Lemuria like? What were the souls that were there? I'm going to be talking about the root races, the second root race, the third root race. I'm going to be explaining all of that when we have our discussion at the first event. So Atlantis, the lost civilization. And so you will see, we're going to be talking about, like, what was it like? What powers did it hold? Who were the Atlanteans? And what were their gifts? And it's a 3-part series. And if you are an empath, it's with me, and it's with Prajna Avalon, who's an extraordinary healer. And it starts on June 11th. So tickets, you can get tickets now on Eventbrite, through my website, or on Facebook, or any of that, because I know that there are a lot of avenues to reach this. And it's going to be really great because we're going to be going into life there as we're light workers now. And the reason this is so important is because the world, as you can see, is like headed down some road here. And it's not dissimilar energy of what actually happened during Lemuria and what happened during Atlantis, when power kind of just got out of hand. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the gifts that we all have. And Prajna is going to lead us into the most amazing meditation for all 3 events. So it will be recorded. If you purchase it first, it will be recorded. If you can't make it, and we'll send it to you. But I think it's going to be an extraordinary event, one not to be missed. So please join us if you are able to. Okay, Anne Margaret, when things don't work out, does that mean it really wasn't supposed to be anyhow? So Anne Margaret, great question. It means that the universe has a better plan for you. Okay, if things don't work out, then yes, then it wasn't supposed to be. Things work out when they're supposed to work out. And at the same time, I always say this, and I really mean this with all my heart, because so many times I've thought, oh, I want this to work. This should be working. How come this isn't working? And then it doesn't work. And then something much better comes in, because that's the way it was supposed to be. It's like we kind of limit ourselves when we think, oh, it's going to work this way. And then in actuality, it works a whole different, better way for us. So it's a great question. And a lot of secrets of the universe, isn't there? Aren't there? But anyway, Don't worry about it. Francis Smith, I've had a rough 3 weeks, a big black cloud, 8-3, August 3rd. Well, let's change that. Okay, sorry about that. Was my mic muted? So sorry. It just all of a sudden a sign that came up that said mic muted. Seriously? Not funny. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so Francis Smith, you said it was during your thing. You said you had a rough 3 weeks. I'm so sorry. You have been under a dark cloud here. So, okay, so you're 10 of diamonds. I'm going to get you a card from your guides, honey. Just know this. 10 of diamonds, ironically, have a blessed position. Doesn't mean it's an easy, but they have some blessing. So you've had a rough three weeks. So now we're going to change that thought pattern to the next 3 weeks are going to be amazing. So let's get you a message from your guide. Your beliefs are right for you. So make good choices with your beliefs. Can change anything around. So make good choices with your beliefs. Okay. It's going to be really, I think, important for you to do that. Hi, Dana Fisher Hendricks. Hi there. Hi, Kelly. I would love to know if my guides have any messages for me. So let's see. And you are September 26th. If I have that right, September 26th, which is a Jack of Hearts. Jack of Hearts comes to sacrifice. So I definitely have a card for you, honey. Jack of Hearts means that it's not necessarily an easy time of it, because you would have sacrificed so much in your life, but it's all for the betterment of your soul, all for your soul to grow, which is what you came in to do. So everyone has value. There you go. That is your card. So remember, everybody has value. Paula Powers, she says, I'm giggling. I'm an ace of clubs, and yes, my family of origin is crazy. Why is that, Paula? It's so true. I've never seen, okay, when I've done thousands of readings at this point. And every reading that I come up with an ace of clubs, I'm 100% will go, tough mother, difficult mother. Oh, you don't even know. This happens. It never fails. There's something about that ace of clubs. That ace comes into wanting to learn everything. And it would include a double dose of crazy family. It was the strangest thing ever. Okay. Hold on a second. I've got so many questions here, but I also want to take some of the other questions that I had from, if I can find them now, I'm not sure where they went. I had a bunch of questions. Hold on just a second to see if I can find that. Now I can't find it. Okay, sorry. Oh, here we go. Okay, so let's see. This was from Lynn Gert, and her birthday is June 23rd. So Lynn, if you're watching, June 23rd, 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs has to. All 7 of clubs out there, listen, you have to take a positive spin on life. You have to watch negativity. Always a 7 of clubs, it's like this. You have to force yourself to be positive. You have to. So Lynn Gert says, how do I know if I should fight the good fight at work or just resign myself to just putting in my time? The company doesn't have their employees or their customers in their best interest. I try to think about the positives, but I can't work with integrity with the way things currently are. Is this part of the planetary influences? I would say, Lynn, this would be a time for you to say, I can't work this way. You know, I've never left a job when I was working for a corporation that I didn't have another job. It's just something, maybe it's my generation. It's something that I just did. And I always seem to have that experience. But in this case, why don't you find something that you have integrity with, something that lines up with your soul? Okay. I don't know if you can, I mean, once you kind of wake up to these people are not in integrity, it's really tough, isn't it? So think like that. Okay. Because I think that would be a tough one. Okay. Karen Abercrombie, she says, and her birthday is 10/17. So October 17, 5 of clubs, which I'll say in a minute. She says, I'm not understanding why I seem to be attracting other people's problems, and it's making me very anxious now. So 5 of clubs comes in with some anxiety because they really want to be free and they want to help and they want to move and they want to move. And if in your anxiety, I'm wondering if people coming to you and telling you their problems makes you feel better at the time, or if it makes you feel like you're doing something to help and then you get resentful and anxious about it. I'm wondering if that's so. Be very mindful. If you already know that you're attracting people with problems and it's making you anxious, you're the one that can control that. Stop it. When I've had enough, I've had enough. I mean, really, this is my favorite thing. Nope, I've had enough. Nope. Say no. It's the greatest word ever. Okay, just had to throw that out. And then I know, Frank Sullivan, I've been wanting to get to you, okay? Because I know you said, I really want to know what my purpose and my destiny is. And will I live to be over 100? Would you want to? I have several family on my dad's side who are still alive, and you are November 7th. So November 7th, honey, is a king of clubs. So what is your purpose and destiny? A king of clubs and a male king of clubs, all king of clubs. King of clubs is the most psychic out there. And they're here, king of clubs is here to master knowledge. So your goal in this life should be to learn everything about everything and then take action on it. Is there something you want to change in your life? Is it something you want to leave behind from the past? Is it something you want to move forward to? And so you have to, if it's something you want to leave from the behind in the past, then you have to go, what is it that I want to let go of? What is it so I can move forward? So this Saturn return will be good for you. Now, moving forward, don't be afraid to, especially with King of Clubs, don't be afraid to go, okay, now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to try this. Trying everything is good, okay? There'll be a lot of changes coming up this year, okay? Because I just know that there will be. And I wanted to read this one, and this is from Adeline Mersch. She said, hello, Kellee. I had to put my beloved dog, Charlie, down on Monday, so I'm so sorry that you had to do this. She says it happened so fast that it was a shock to her system. She said, I'm really struggling, and I remember that I had Tammy Hendricks on my show several times, yeah. I decided to do a healing from grief session with Tammy, and it was so helpful and healing. I'm still sad and processing the loss, but I'm so grateful for Tammy's guidance and support. Tammy said that both Charlie and I are going through major transitions, would love a reading, and your birthday is 6/16. So first of all, I'm thrilled that you saw Tammy, and anybody who's has lost an animal, Tammy is the most wonderful, supportive, kind, loving animal communicator. Now, as a medium, most mediums, of course, can work with animals or whatever. The difference is, I feel that when an animal's been lost, it really needs somebody specifically who works with that animal kingdom. I do. I really believe that with all my heart. And I think Tammy is extraordinary with that. So I'm really glad that you had that. And you are 6/16, and that's an ace of diamonds. Ace of diamonds would take losing a pet really hard, because that would be your connection. And I understand that. And I'm sure that Charlie was your deep connection. So let's get you a card from Charlie. How's that? It is beautiful where I am. He is in, as we said, dog heaven. They're over the rainbow. They love it there. They love us so much. So don't ever forget that. He's totally with you, honey. I'm so grateful that you saw Tammy. And watch Tammy's show. It's every other Wednesday, and you guys would love her show. And okay, let's see. Okay. Yes, Sharon Downey. She says, I'm a 9 of clubs. Can I tell you about that? Yes, they call it the sexy 9 of clubs, because 9 of clubs, they have a really strong Venus. They can attract anybody that they really want to attract. It's the wildest thing ever, male or female. I've never seen anything like it. And they are really bright. Often they'll change their career a little later in life, but they're here to pull in from knowledge. Knowledge is king, and to complete a lifetime here, to complete things. So things would come to an end. Might be a career, might be a relationship, might be something that would come to an end for a 9 of clubs. All 9s. Okay. So Terry Timmerman. Hi, Terry. My best friend suddenly passed away in March. I'm so sorry, Terry. That's awful. I'm still really having a hard time. Her celebration of life is June 5th. Her daughter is at odds with me and others. Advice. Well, yeah, I'll give you some advice. When somebody passes away, a best friend, it's really hard. And there's always the children that are involved, and there's always conflicts. I swear, death sometimes brings out the worst in people. Sometimes it brings out the best. Sometimes it brings out the worst. Oh, it's just a tough place. So I think that the advice would be just let the daughter do what she's going to do. Okay. That would be the best advice I can give. Truly. I know she's your best friend. I know she loves you so much. That's what I keep getting. Ah, this is great, Terry. You're going to love this from your best friend. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. I love that. Your friend is a unicorn, so that's a sign for you. So as a soul, she can be in several places at once. So people will say to me, Kellee, how is it that, my mother who passed, she's with my sister, she's with my dad or husband. How is that possible? It's easy because you can be in many places at once. On the other side, Giselle Sparks, well, 1219, will I like my new home? So 1219 is a Queen of Hearts. I hope so. Because Queen of Hearts, I've had 3 Queen of Hearts today as clients. It's so funny. A home is very important to a Queen of Hearts, Giselle. I think you're going to love it, honey. I do. Okay, so Lori, hi, Lori Brindisi. Hi, Kellee. My birthday is April 9th. I feel so off these past 2 weeks. I'm a medium in training. Congratulations. I guess you can say, but I feel my connection is not as strong as it was. Not sure why. So let me explain that, Lori. So first of all, April 9th. Let me just start from that, and then we'll kind of go into things. Oh, that Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Diamonds. Queen of Diamonds always worries about, oh, am I good enough? Always. I don't know why. It's a funny thing. If you just say the word queen, if you could step into that, you would know you're going to be just fine. All budding mediums, when they go through this, they feel like they have some really strong connections, and then all of a sudden they don't. You should watch how we work on Saturday, because we're doing that event on Saturday, and you should watch how there'll be 5 or 6 of us that are mediums, doing this work. And it's all on Zoom, everybody. So you might want to tune in, Lori, and check it out, because you'll see how we all work. It's mediumship is a real interesting thing. Sometimes it hits so hard and it makes it really easy. Love from above for Allison. All the money goes to help Allison's cancer, and she's currently at the Cleveland Clinic. So it would really be helpful if anybody wants to join us on Saturday. It'd be so great. And especially you, Lori, because so you can watch how we all work. So anyway, with mediumship, the beginning, it's kind of like hit and miss. And then you work through enough in development circle, and you understand what it feels like when the energy comes through. And it's a whole process. So don't worry, honey. Don't worry. It's this way for everybody who starts off. Stacy says, kind of love Stranger Things. Right, Stacy? I don't know. It's the damnedest thing. Okay, Vicky Bailey Chauvin on July 6th. Oh, your birthday is July 16th. I just announced my retirement. Congratulations. Yes, you can expect good things going forward. Of course. I would say this is the time, Vicky, to do your passion. So you're July 16th, Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs. They have to be learning something constantly, Queen of Clubs, constant, and helping others. So I would say get into some form of spirituality, and you're just going to have the best time in your life. I really feel that. Okay. Tracy Hazen Singletary, Kellee, Ola, 319. If my grandma is close, would you please ask her if I'm doing things right here at the ranch? Stranger Things is strange. Okay, let's get a card from her, but I know that you are. I think she likes things tidy. Tidy is what I'm getting, like cleaned up, tidy. And you are 319, and March 19th is a 4 of diamonds. So I know, honey, you're working really hard, and congratulations for being on a ranch. Let's get a card from her. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. So I'm not sure exactly what she means by that. There is no time where I am. Time is only on the earth. Don't worry about it. Is really what I would say. Karen Bennett. Hi, Kellee. Can I get a card for my husband? He passed a year ago this week. Karen, has it been a full year? Oh my gosh, that man just loves you so much, Karen. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Choose love. And I know you loved your husband so much, and he loves you. Always choose love. Okay, he's very wise with this one. Oh, I have chills. Okay, okay, Lori Hamilton McDonald, can I have a card, please? Yes, you can, Lori. Here we go. Ooh, know your truth. Know your truth. So you are July 23rd, 5 of clubs. I was like, perfect. 5 of clubs is all about speaking the truth. So speak your truth, honey. Don't be afraid. Speak up and speak loudly. Okay, so Nicole Bentley Lowe. Hi, Kelly. 324. Lots of craziness going on with me lately. Would love a card. Lots of craziness going on, period, right? It just think, how can this possibly be? But it be. Okay, so you are March 24th. Okay, Queen of Clubs, another Queen of Clubs. Okay, here's what I'm going to say. Don't worry. The energies are going to, they'll calm down. I mean, they'll calm down. They'll go up. They'll calm down. It's a bit of a roller coaster, but let me get you a card. Here we go. Stay open-minded, Nicole. Stay open-minded. Okay. Also, you're a natural healer. So do some healing on yourself. I think that would be really, really great. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Valerie Vasquez, you are 6/12, June 12th. June 12th is a 5 of diamonds. 5 of diamonds always are surrounded by angels. They always come in with angels. They know about angels. You ask any 5 of diamonds, they'll say, oh, yes, I love angels. And I have angel cards and all of this. Always. There's something so special about a 5 of diamonds. Have to work on self-worth. It's all about self-worth. Okay, so let me get you a card from Guides. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Okay, there you go. So whatever that means to you, forgive yourself. I think that's Kelvin M. Hi, YouTube viewers never get attention. I'm sorry. I'm just going by what I have, Kelvin. I'm sorry, but let me get you a card. I don't mean to certainly not give you attention. All right. Calm is not a weakness. All right, Kelvin. Calm is not a weakness. So there you go with that one, honey. Yeah, speak out if you're on YouTube, and I'm so sorry. I just didn't know. So it resonated with you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Joan Siegel. Hi, Kelly. I would love a mini reading. So you are February 16th. February 16th is another one. 9 of diamonds. Interesting. So 9 of diamonds is about endings. 9 of diamonds is about philanthropy. Also, whenever I see a 9 of diamonds, they worry that they won't have enough. And in actuality, your goal is to give things away. And it will feel as a 9 of diamonds that you are constantly in a state of giving for your life. And the truth is, that is the truth. You will be giving for your life. So expect nothing and give and give and give. And that's what your soul's purpose comes to do. LB, hi, Kelly. Love you and James. Oh, and Renee, hey, great. Could I please have a reading? Thank you. January 4th. So January 4th is a very special date. Anything the first 13 days in January is very, very old soul date. And so you are January 4th. So January 4th is 10 of spades. 10 of spades. Oh, man. Could say a lot about a 10 of spades. Hard worker, really hard worker, comes to move mountains in this lifetime. Truly comes to work hard, help others, work hard. There's nothing that a 10 of spades. If I see a 10 of spades, I go, oh boy, that person will accomplish a lot in this lifetime. So let me get you a card. Give without expectation. Give without expectation, which I can also say for you too, Joan Siegel. Same thing. It's kind of a constant with actually both life paths. Robin, do I have a veggie garden? You know, I live on a farm, everybody, and I planted my garden last week. I actually planted my garden, and I called James, and I'm like, oh, honey, I planted my garden. No, it's on my deck in pots. But for me, it was a huge deal. And it was the most beautiful day. I don't know if you guys know this, but in the Midwest right now, it's really stunning. You know, you hear me complain a lot, but not now. It's so beautiful. The flowers are blooming. And thank you for asking. And I'll put more pictures of things. I support all the local farmers. I really do, too. No kidding. Hi, Charlene. So right. Twin flames, right? Twin flames. Okay, Bonnie Bond. Hi, Kelly. Can I get a card from my daughter in spirit? You bet, honey. Okay, here we go. If I'd only known then what I know now, I would have lived differently. It's an interesting. That I hear this from a lot of souls on the other side. If I had known, then what I know now, I would have definitely lived differently, which is I wouldn't have had a fear. I would have danced more. I would have, experienced life more often. I hear that. I would have been nicer. I would have been kinder. I would have been gentler. I would have been more compassion. I hear that a lot from souls, actually. Song, Thorson, you have a lot of clubs tonight. Is there something general about clubs you could tell us? Yes. So, and I could divide it all up. Clubs are about knowledge. Clubs are about wisdom, learning. Think like, I mean, I'm a 4 clubs. It's a perfect example. I have to constantly learn. My brain is constantly on fire with learning. And I'm a 4 clubs, but it doesn't matter. All clubs are about knowledge, learning, communication. That's what a club is about. A heart, on the other hand, if you're a heart, you come in to express love, to feel love, power through love, giving of love, giving of yourself. If you are a diamond, you come in for value. So what is it that you value? On the low end, it's money, unless you are constantly giving away money. Like if you're a philanthropist and you're giving away a lot of money. It's about values. And spade is the old soul that comes in like this and just says, I'm here. I'm going to do a lot of good work. I'm going to take it in. I'm bored in the middle of the ocean. Whenever I see a spade, I know that life is extremely serious business. And so that's how I view all of them. I think that's, Isabella Carell. I wanted to actually read this one. She said on your July 3rd is a Queen of Diamonds. I constantly am smelling cigarette smoke. Is that some kind of a sign? No one else smells it. It's driving me crazy. It happens at random times in different places. So the first thing I would say is, have you checked that out medically? Because that's the first thing that you do. Is check something out medically if you're smelling things. Another thing is, it absolutely can be a sign of a loved one that's passed, especially if they smoke. So sometimes, especially when I was just beginning this whole journey that I'm on for mediumship and the whole journey of the spiritual, everything that I had gone through, I would smell different things. I remember once just standing next to somebody, I think it was my sister actually, and I said, do you smell that barbecue? And she said, there's no barbecue. I said, yeah, you must smell it. And it turned out that somebody came up to us and whose father had passed, had been a big barbecue person. And that's what I was smelling. So that kind of, it can happen. Absolutely, it can happen. Okay. Peggy Mitchell, 823, 3 of clubs. That's James's birthday. I had a knee replacement in January, and since I've had muscle problems, will my knee be normal? Yeah, it will. It will. But I would say be, really mindful. The knees are about movement. And what is the knee trying to tell you? I'd also have some Reiki. I might even have a session with Prajna Avalon, because the knee is trying to give you some information. Okay. So that's what I would do. So everybody, unfortunately, I'm finished now. Please join Prajna and me for the first part. First event is June 11th. It's going to be so great. And we're going to learn so much and talk so much about Lemuria and Atlantis. I think you guys will love it. I think it's going to be so good. And I love working with Prajna. And James and I on Monday, our show is about intuition. And it's going to be really interesting. Are you following your intuition? So we're going to be talking about that. It's going to be a great show Monday night. And if you have time on Saturday, this Saturday, please join us, James and me and 3 other mediums, to raise money and watch different mediums work. It's going to be really exciting. So thank you, everybody. Have a great week. And I'll see you next week. I'll be here next week. All right. Take care.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.